to be part of a good show. And Polish American always puts on a good show.
And while we have this opportunity, while they're still getting ready, I want to jump a few bands ahead just so we make sure that we say thank you to Ed Farrell III, who returned in July from his third tour of duty in the Middle East. And he said he was a little rusty in the saxophone, but he knew that his mummer suit would be waiting. Between his duties as a 15-year veteran of the Cheltenham Township Police Department and his deployment in the Air National Guard, he didn't get to attend a lot of the 88 Woodland String Band rehearsals and 41 performances they did this year.
Well, Duffy did the same thing. I mean, somebody who's in the military who can get off for New Year's Day, believe me, they get a suit. And it's amazing how they're usually able to play very well.
Well, they're welcoming him back, and he's playing, and obviously he's given a lot in service to our nation, and that'll be in Woodland, so look forward to that. I also want to give a shout-out ahead of time and a thank you to the entire Ferry family, and our condolences. Tom Ferry back in April left us. He was beloved in Mummery. He was 75. He's a loving grandfather of TJ, longtime member of Furco String Band. Furco will be the final band coming up the street. One of the reasons for this brief little delay here is that Polish American wanted to make sure it had all of its props working properly and in place and up to speed, at least so I've been told.
We've seen a lot of nature this year, a lot of trees, and now we have some farms. And,
it's a good observation. I think that their trees are going to play a central part of this. Hegeman has some trees.
Yes, they do.
Which are rather interesting.
Well, everything that Hegeman is going to do this year is interesting.
Is going to get people talking, you think?
I'm trying to figure out exactly what they're doing, but whatever it is, it's great.
Whatever it is they're doing,
we'll get to them shortly.
Hey, I want to say hello also to Andrew Olson. Andrew is one of the folks watching on our stream, and again, if the last few years are any indication, people in every state in some 90 nations or more are watching the 2015 Sugar House Mummers Parade, and Andrew is one of them. He's 30 years old. He's a vet of the Army, and his dad is going to play in Broomall in our next band. So it's if you talk to Scott Brown, who's the director of the Philadelphia Veterans Advisory Commission, the Veteran Affairs Office, he will tell you, and he himself is a mummer and a Navy veteran, that there is a high percentage of mummers who have served and are serving in the armed forces. And if you weren't with us in the 9 o'clock hour this morning, we showed you many of their faces and told you a little bit about them and the connections that they have to others, and we've been trying to mention that throughout. And we just say thank you to all of the folks who are in uniform. And if you're watching in Afghanistan, if you're watching in Alaska right now, thank you wherever you are. We've had a very beautiful day today in terms of sky conditions. It has been cold, however, but people don't seem to mind that, particularly in the middle part of the day.
It's not raining or snowing.
But the winds can be an issue, and we've had some gusts come by from time to time, and these props are so large now that you have to be careful, and they can take on a life of their own.
But they don't have to take on a life of their own just now. After the judging, they go away.
It is interesting to see what the wind's effect is, though, sometimes, especially with confetti, to see how it floats around and do all that. But let's tell you, this is Polish American String Band, if you're just joining us, and 50 Shades of Hay. Timmy Magenta, Nick's brother, painted all the back pieces. Timmy went to Millersville University. Good job there, Timmy, looking at those looking at everything that you've done. I mean, those props or back pieces, everything looks marvelous. Again, watch for the dancing chickens and eggs in the chicken coop.
And the music is difficult. I was given a copy of the music by their music director, and I'm looking at it right now. I'm thinking, I'm glad I don't have to play that.
Most people tell me when after listening to a string band, particularly if they see them live and in person, they feel better. I think it's always interesting when above that bar, when a band, when they're finished, you say, wow, I really feel good after seeing that. And there's several bands that are doing that today.
Yeah, sure are.
You feel the energy from them. It's great to see some of the kids that are sitting in the stands here. And the stands, by the way, are packed. I cannot see an open seat anywhere down 15th Street as it curves around City Hall and to Broad Street. And they're just eyes just go wide open. And then some of the littlest kids actually kind of get down on the street and try to do a little strut.
That's how I remember it. My father put me on his shoulders when I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's what got me started.
See, some serious crows out there.
No, I love those crow dancers.
And actually, if you look at their feet, there's some pretty serious crow's feet.
Let me tell you something. In dancing costumes, these crow dancers that's a phenomenal costume. You'll see it. You're right, they have crow's feet. Well, they should, they're crows.
Well, that's right. It's all right on them. I don't want to give too much away here, but obviously you can see the windmill, so I'll mention that one, and you see the barn. But behind all of that, when they end up, there's just something really cool.
I don't even know what it is. They wouldn't tell me. They told you, but they wouldn't tell me.
But you can see it from the
I
angle.
can see
Don't
something.
say anything.
But I'm not going to say anything.
Here we go.
Hey, I want to say hello to Tammy, Nicole, and Zoe. Happy New Year to you all. And to that guy you know named Bob.